Hello everybody and welcome to Retro Game Monday. Today we're playing a little game known as Donkey Kong for the Game Boy. So without further ado, let's begin. So I do have a save file from when I first played this game. But now this is completely new. God. I forgot how good this game actually looks. Like, it's been so long. It's gonna be even longer if I play like this. Oh my god. So this is something I've been wanting to do for a little bit now, where I just play a whole bunch of random games from the past. And I figured that Donkey Kong was a good way to start off, because who doesn't like Donkey Kong? Besides people who don't like Donkey Kong. Donkey Kong was one of those games that I played as a kid, that I always had it on me. I always played it, but I can never beat it fully. And like, that's really sad. I'm actually being tiny little me. You're playing Donkey Kong for the Game Boy. And it's like, oh, you're stuck in World 3, because God knows you can't play a video game right. Oh my god. Also, yeah, sorry if I cough a lot. I have a chest cold, and it hasn't really gone away. But that shouldn't hinder me at all in recording, at all. There we go. Very easy level. I could have went for the 1-up, but why do that when you're just gonna die? But yeah, story time with Eben. I used to own a little Game Boy when I was younger. It was one of my first ever handheld gaming systems. And on it, I had this game. I also had Mario Land. And I had Pokemon Silver and Pokemon Gold. I had Pokemon Gold and Silver. And I don't know why, but the only games I ever played on that thing were Donkey Kong and Mario. Like, I didn't touch Pokemon. Like, I didn't touch Pokemon, I didn't touch, like, anything else that I had. No, it was Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong only. As well as Mario. And you know, that kind of says a lot about me and who I was as a kid. Because what kind of kid didn't play Pokemon when they were younger? Like, we've all touched at least one Pokemon game. And if we haven't, then we just really hate Pokemon. I eventually did end up getting a Pokemon game when I was a little older that I did end up playing. But that was about it. Like, I played one Pokemon game, and I haven't touched it since. Anyway, nice ending screen. And now, we have lives to spend beating this game. Oh my goodness. Oh, you have to press a button. Yes. My goodness, I forgot how complex this game actually is for a remake of an arcade game. And I think to a certain extent this inspired the later series, Donkey Kong March of the Minis. Cause like, this game is like really, like, heavily based off of platforming and puzzle solving. Like, yeah, like, you even have the idea of, like, holding up the key to make it past certain places. Can I throw it at this guy? I can. So it can be used as a weapon. That's nice. Now let's go save our girlfriend. Because our girlfriend needs us. Or at least that's how I assume she's his girlfriend. I don't know what type of relationship Mario and Pauline have. Like, I hope it's a good one. Like, it sucked if Mario's girlfriend back then was an asshole. But, like, I don't really know what you would expect. Oh my god. Oh my god, I am moving. I need that money, that key. Oh, why did I grab that? Oh. Hold up. Can I, like... Yes, I can. Oh my god, I'm so good at this. But yeah, like I said, I used to play a lot of this game. So I've, like, developed tricks and tips on how to do this. Like that. Yeah, like dying. Because that's a good tip. God. It's weird playing this game after so long. Oh my god. Why did I run into him? But yeah, it's weird playing a game like this after so long, because Donkey Kong is like one of these, like one of the only Nintendo series where he appears in like a lot of Mario games, but I don't think he's not widely recognized. Like, yeah, there's the Donkey Kong Country franchise, but those are just like... God, it's hard to explain. I can't really put it into words how weird Donkey Kong is. Cause like, yeah, Wario had his own game, and those were fun. But with Donkey Kong, most of his games are like really formulaic. It's just like Monkey Mario, basically. At least that's just how I see it. Like, Monkey Mario. Yeah, Monkey Mario basically is how I can articulate that into words. Also, we were moving right there. We were, I don't know why they made Mario so athletic in this game. I would love to see him have these types of moves in a modern setting. Like, he is, like, backflipping. Like, where did he learn all of this? Did somebody teach him? Is he just naturally gifted at doing stuff like this? I mean, the guy fights a giant turtle for a living, so I'd assume he has, like, some form of athleticism. However you pronounce that word. But, like, to this degree, where he could just effortlessly do stuff like this, whilst holding a giant-ass key, like, something about that doesn't seem right. Oh my goodness. Now we're on the 3rd level. Okay, so... No, I shouldn't have fell into that hole. That's why they put it there, didn't they? Just to taunt me with the idea that I can grab that. Well, I'm not... I'm not stupid enough to go and grab for it, is what I would have said. But I am stupid enough to go head to head with an enemy. Bro, I am cooking. Like, what the hell? Oh, I'm cooking, I say, as I perish on the spot. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. This might be a little difficult now. You're joking. No. Do I have to reset the whole world? Continue. You're joking. Alright, I guess we're doing this again. And that's the first level done in record time. That might not be record time, but it doesn't matter. It's record time to me. But yeah, this is something completely new I've been wanting to do on the channel for a little while now. Is kinda just have me play all of these games. And, you know, just talk, relax a little bit, have some fun. But yeah, I don't know if that's how that works, but like, I'm not gonna judge Mario. I've discussed this with a bunch of my friends already, but Mario's like a beast when it comes to just refusing to not die. Like, this guy will do anything to keep himself alive. Even if it means defying gravity and physics and law. And everything, really. I don't know how I keep getting away with catching that whilst the oil is like literally right there. Like, that's actually crazy. Oh my god. Oh, there we go. Oh, okay. I thought I was gonna die for a moment. Okay, that's the second. That is the second level. Oh, and a slot game. Okay, come on. Alright. At least we got a 1-up. Which is gonna be really, really good for this level. I don't know, I kinda like this athleticism for Mario. Like, I've been thinking about it to myself, and it's like, oh my god, this guy is just all over the place. Like, how is he doing all of this? I get that, like, people in real life do stuff like this all the time, but it's like, this guy is like pole vaulting over these like high ledges And you just have to think for a moment, how can he do something like that? Donkey Kong. Oh, is it like a boss battle? Oh, it is. What? I forgot this game had boss battles. Bro. Alright. Okay. It is so cool. Alright. Oh my god. Alright, boom, boom. No. Oh my god, no. You're joking. Okay, so that's actually kinda tough. Like, you have to have some good reflexes. This is so much better than the arcade game. Bro. There's nothing I could do about that. I had to jump off that perfectly if I wanted to survive. Come on. Okay, boom. Also, can I just say the music in this game is also really good. Like, I'll give Nintendo their credit. The original Donkey Kong soundtrack was, like, really mid. Like, the arcade soundtrack was really, really mid. And this is so much better. Because it's, like, actual music. It's not just one thing and then noises for the rest of the game. If you guys want, I can always cover this game on my main channel and kind of get into the intricacies of why I love this version of Donkey Kong so much. Cause like this game has so many good things about it. It's like, oh my goodness. I'm gonna say that for another video. If you want to hear me talk about the crazy world of Game Boy adaptations, then like and subscribe, I guess. Because I feel like that helps me out a lot. And it also helps up the guys at the group channel as well, since it's a collective effort. And, you know, that's the first boss completed. Oh, okay, so what, now we have... Oh, that's kinda cool. What? That's really cool. We have power-ups. Oh my goodness. Oh, we are so cooking. We are so cooking tonight. Oh, here's the thing about Donkey Kong. The Game Boy adaptation of Donkey Kong, like this game, I say, is on par with some of the stuff that Nintendo has been doing. Like, this game is really high quality. This game is like really high quality. You have all of these different things that come together to make a game that no matter how many times you replay it, is genuinely enjoyable. But enough gushing about the game, because now we have a slot machine. Let's go gambling, everybody. Ooh, 2 1-ups. Let's go. Oh my goodness. So what I'll do is I'll complete World 1. And, we'll move on to a different game. Alright. Okay, now we make... Oh, that doesn't work. Oh, so this is a genuine puzzle. Alright. God, this music. So here's the thing with my obsession for this game. It's to a point where, like, sometimes I'll dream about myself playing this game, and it's kind of wild. I am in no way, like, oh, well, bye Mario. I really suck at this level. Like, what? This is not that hard. This is literally the first world. And I'm having trouble with this already, and it's the first world. This is not good. My goodness. Alright. Now, we get you up. Okay, we dodge you. And we don't make it up. In fact, we burn to a crisp. Oh my goodness. Alright, boom. Boom, boom. I should have jumped over that. I should have jumped over that. Like, there's no way, shape, or form I did not jump over that. Okay, boom. There we go. Now, boom. Okay, I'm not gonna get mad at this game. I'm not gonna get mad at this children's game from the 90s. Was it the 80s or... I don't know. I'll show it up on the screen if it was the 80s or 90s that this game released. But I'm not gonna get angry at it, because it's just a children's game. It shouldn't be that hard. Like, it really shouldn't. Okay, boom. Oh, okay, that's fair. I can't even argue with that. Alright. Last attempt. Okay, know what? Boom. Alright. Okay. Now, one up. Yes. Okay. Boom. Down here. Yes, there we go. Oh. You know what? I think I'll leave Donkey Kong here. And we'll move on to a different game. So that's it for the Big Ape himself. I'll definitely be back to play more of Donkey Kong GB. Because this game is just genuinely really good. And even if I've only made it through like some of the levels, we still have more to get through. So, let's move on to our next game. Next up is Sonic Advance 2. Why number 2? Because 2 is a very funny number. Alright, let's get to it, everybody. Let's start. This is yet another game from my childhood. If you couldn't tell, I'm a very big Sonic the Hedgehog fan. I dedicate my YouTube username to this guy. And you know, I just grew up with most of the Sonic games. There's not a single Sonic game that I would define as... Well, most Sonic games are bad, but I can't help but love all of them, because I grew up with most of this shit, you know? Like, even the bad ones, like Sonic 06 and all of that, I grew up with. But yeah, Sonic Advance 2 is one of those games where it's just brainless fun. Like, this game, from start to end, is so genuinely good. Like, this is my favorite handheld Sonic game to ever exist. And it spawned one of the greatest and long-lasting fan games I have ever known. And look at that, we just got an extra life. And that would be Ultimate Flash Sonic, which I think everyone can agree is a goated Flash game. And that's Green Forest? Was it Green Forest? Oh, it might have had a different name. I'm not so sure. Was it Green Forest? Leaf Forest. I knew it had forest in its name. Okay, let's go. Just like Donkey Kong, this game's music is also very contagious and infectious and so stupidly upbeat and happy, it's almost sickening. But that's just most Sonic music. Like, this game is like the sole reason that I owned a Gameboy Advance growing up. Like, I get that I'm only I'm only 16, but like, this alongside so many other Game Boy Advance games, like, this was my childhood. I loved playing games like Sonic Advance 2, Mario Kart Super Circuit, Rhythm Heaven Silver. I ended up getting that somehow. Fucking a lot of other games. Now it's time for a boss fight. The one thing about Sonic Advance I will say is I'm too much of an idiot to learn how to do the boss fights correctly. And I will constantly fail at doing some of these boss fights. Like, this one's easy. It's all about, like, timing your attacks and knowing when to back up. Oh my god. I forgot how good the boss music actually slaps in this game. Alright, and that's it. That's the first zone completed. And now we have our little friend, Cream the Rabbit. Oh my goodness. Wow, you're the famous Mr. Sonic? Thank you so much for saving me. What a polite girl. See you later, and don't get caught again. Mom's still in trouble, I need to help her. God, this just child has more determination than I'll ever have. If my mom was kidnapped by a giant evil, like, scientist, I would not have the guts to go and save her.
2, 1, go!
Oh my goodness. My god. This game is so, like, brain dead fun. I can't help but smile. Like, even if I don't have my camera on, just know that I am smiling. Like, I get that these games have been around for a while, and, like, Sonic isn't typically known for having good games. But if I were to request, like, if I were to suggest anybody to play a single, like, 2D handheld Sonic game, it would be this one. Out of the entire Advance trilogy, this one is my favorite. Now, I don't know if that's a controversial opinion to have, or if that's a hot take or something, but I love everything about this game. The art is super good, the music is really fun, and even some of the levels are just really creative. Like this one, we are literally running through a volcano. How can you tell me that that isn't the most fun thing that you can imagine? Like, yeah, okay, that run was a little less impressive than I would have hoped. God, this game, I love everything about it. I know I've said it already, but like, I can't stress enough how this game was like my Game Boy Advance saving grace. When I was a kid, I used to own a Game Boy Advance, a Nintendo Wii, and a Nintendo DS Lite. And the Game Boy Advance was one of the like one of my least played consoles or handhelds. Like even next to the Game Boy, I played my Game Boy more than I did my Game Boy Advance. And then one day my dad comes in and he's like, hey, it's your birthday. Let's go get you a game. I was turning 5 at the time, and I had stumbled upon this game amongst some of the other games that they had at the GameStop. And I knew from the moment I saw it that I was gonna love it. Like, I had already owned a few Sonic games beforehand. Like, I had Sonic Unleashed for the Wii. Oh, damn. I had Sonic Unleashed for the Wii. I had Sonic and the Black Knight and Sonic and the Secret Rings. And I had Sonic Classics Collection. So, suffice to say, I was a very big Sonic fan as a kid. I'm more so a bigger one now, but like... So, when I saw this game on the shelf, like, I poke and prodded my dad to get it. Like, I was, like, begging him. And the game, like, it wasn't too pricey at all. I think when I picked it up, it was, like, $30. And that's really good for a game with so much content stuffed inside of it. So yeah, that's the story of how I ended up getting into Sonic Advance 2. And like, why my life kinda has spiraled off into this never-ending loop of loving Sonic the Hedgehog and yet hating him at the same time. Yeah, it was like $40 CAD, like in Canadian money, it was $40. And I was super proud of myself for getting it. It's like one of the few Game Boy Advance games that I still have in its box. But there are a couple things about this game that have always like irked me and angered me. One of them is just the bosses will sometimes be way too annoying. Like this one. This one is usually a lot more annoying. So I'm really surprised that I actually beat it first try. But as a kid, I always grew up with Sonic in my life. Like I had an at Games, I think there was like one point where I had an at Games Sega Genesis Classic. And it wasn't one of the it was one of the bad ones. It was one of like the really crappy, not really good, like off-key at Games Sega Genesis minis. But like, come on. As somebody who's always been a little on the poorer side of life, that console was, in my mind, a brand new, innovative console. Nowadays I can clearly see its flaws. Like, like the build quality on my Sega Genesis Mini was really poor. And like this, yeah, like all the songs were always detuned and pitched down and pitched up. And there was also the fact that the controller was kinda crappy. But as a kid, I didn't really care about any of that as much as I do now. Because as a kid, it was just, oh my god, this thing can play Sonic the Hedgehog and Knuckles. Sign me up. You telling me you can play Sonic and Knuckles? Here's the thing about being a Sonic fan. I'm talking for like my experience. I don't know if other Sonic fans have felt like this. But you either really, really like Sonic the Hedgehog or you just really, really don't. There are a couple of times where you can be like iffy with the character, but most of the time it's either you really like him or you despise him with all of your heart. And I've seen a lot of people do that with Mario recently, as of like 2023. No, like Mario Wonder. I remember Mario Wonder released, and like it received high praise from a lot of people, but there were people that were like, "Oh, this game sucks. Every Mario game is better than this one. The only one that isn't is Sunshine." And I remember sitting there reading these reviews, and I'm like, "What? Are you okay? Are you like malnourished? Are you malnourished? Are you like?
Why are you dissing Sunshine?
Yo, first of all, why are you dissing Sunshine? Second of all,
It's not a bad game.
Mario Wonder isn't bad. I feel like the reason a lot of people hate Mario Wonder is cause it's so different in terms of like how they handled it. Because Mario games have a very specific formula that they must follow, or else they're not considered Mario games. Like specific, like the 2D ones. Like Bowser has to be the main antagonist. There are certain established rules in 2D Mario games that cannot be broken, like world themes and all of that. And I feel like the reason people really, really hated Mario Wonder was because we were so used to the new Super Mario Bros. Series kind of being really, really bland and repetitive. So when like people were just expecting, oh, this is how Mario games are gonna be now, I guess, on the 2D side. So then it's like Mario Wonder releases, and a lot of people praise it for being different. And then there are some people that are like, why are you suddenly changing the formula? Why give us this completely new type of 2D platformer when for the past like for the past decade, you've been like teasing us by just releasing practically the same game over and over again.
To be honest, I like Super Mario Wii and Super Mario 2. That was the only games that I
For me, I think my favorite Mario games when it came to the new series was New Super Mario Bros. DS, because I just like always had that one on me. Like it's not even like a matter of, oh, it's a good game. It's just like, no, I got it for my birthday one day, and I was like, oh, cool, new game.
A new game.
And
It's not Sonic, but I mean, it's a game.
it's not Sonic the Hedgehog, but it's a game, I guess. And New Super Mario Bros. Wii was another one of them that I couldn't diss because I knew for a fact that all of my siblings and me loved it.
2, 1.
But yeah, I feel like people really dislike Mario Wonder because, oh, Charles Martinet isn't voicing Mario and Luigi. The game is too short. It's only 6 worlds compared to Mario's usual 8.
Go on used to the platform.
Yeah.
Like Mario Odyssey.
Speaking of which, the fact that, like, the last 3D Mario game that wasn't a re-release or a collection that we got was Super Mario Odyssey.
That was 7 years ago.
Yeah, 7
Odyssey
years
2.
ago.
The Sunshine HD.
No.
Wait, no, we already have one.
Me personally, I don't get why everybody's like, oh, remaster Sunshine, remaster Sunshine, remaster Sunshine.
Technically already got the Sunshine remaster.
For me, if there was one Mario game that I want to see get remastered, it's Mario Galaxy 1 and 2.
Mario Galaxy 1 and 2 as one game.
As one game.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know how far Nintendo would be willing to go with that.
But just like imagine, you can play Mario Galaxy 1, you got Comet Observatory, like Starship Mine, and then Galaxy 2 just starts.
Well, Nintendo has dabbled with that type of formula with like the early Pokemon games, where you can, whenever you beat one, you can get a link code, and then you put it into the second game that kind of continues the story.
Yeah, exactly. It's just at least like a package with somewhat seamless transition.
I was actually talking to my older sibling recently about Nintendo games that would be cool remastered.
Doesn't Bowser's Fury kind of count as like a main 3D Mario?
I didn't say anything to do with the remaster, so I'm not counting
That's
Bowser.
not
counting.
that's technically it's in a remaster, but it's not the remaster. It's technically a new.
Even then, Bowser's Fury came out like God knows how long ago.
It came out, I think, 3 years ago.
Yeah, like around 3 years ago. 3-4 years ago. It was before I went into Hadley. It was before I went into the middle of school. But yeah, no. That's the thing whenever it comes to Mario.
Yeah, it came out like 3 years ago.
Yeah, my god. Even then, that's 3 years without a single
February.
3D Mario game.
February. That a single quote-unquote new 3D attempt.
It sucks even more because we haven't had a Mario Kart game in like over 8 years.
Technically speaking, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is literally just Mario Kart 8.
Yeah.
To be fair, you could say that just about you can say that for just about half the Switch's library. It's just a Wii U re-release with extra features.
That's crazy. They said that the Nintendo Switch was just a Wii U re-release with extra features. It's an actual wild claim.
Well, it's because what? The Wii U dropped. It was like a bomb. The Switch released. What are some of the games? Super Mario Bros. U. Tropical Freeze. Captain Toad.
To be fair, though.
Mario 3D World.
To be fair to the Nintendo Switch.
Even Legend of Zelda. Breath of the Wild is technically a re-release.
Yeah, but
released on the Wii U the same day as on the Switch.
no, because you actually made a mistake. The Wii U version came out first.
Exactly. Exactly. Which makes
And I'll
the
get.
Switch version of Breath of the Wild, technically speaking, a Wii U release.
It's a Wii U re-release, but it leads more into the handheld aspect.
Yeah.
By, you know, actually being a handheld.
Technically
I don't
speaking,
know if you would consider the Wii U a handheld or a home console.
it's a home console, because a handheld is something you can use on the go.
You can use a Wii U on the go. You just have to be
On
really
the
close
go,
to the...
on the go normally implies leaving the house.
That's fair. I feel like whenever it comes to handheld consoles, Nintendo will forever have a hold on that market.
Yeah, you don't really see what...
Cause like,
Steam has their Steam Deck. The Steam Deck is not that in sales because
yeah, but the Steam Deck is just an overpriced Nintendo Switch with PC capabilities.
but it's I did thinking that the underpriced steal of a deal if you want to get into PC gaming because it's literally a portable PC.
Yeah, that's fair, I guess. Anyway, that will be it for Sonic Advance 2.
I love how you're playing Sonic and for almost your entire time talking about playing Sonic, you were talking about Mario.
Anyway, we are now at Ice Paradise.
Otherwise known as Sonic's direct competitor for the longest time.
Yeah.
We were talking about the Italian plumber, who they technically had a video game war with.
Anyway, there's gonna be one more game before we end for the night, everybody.
3 days. Also, I made a cameo, because why not?
Yeah.
You're gonna have to do a lot of subtitling today.
Yeah.
Happy
Now
Monday, everybody.
here's the last game for today. Everybody knows it well.
It's the best-selling video game to ever exist.
We're playing Tetris for our last title. Now, Tetris is a game that it doesn't need an introduction.
Tetris is a video game, in case y'all haven't noticed.
Yes, it is one of the best-selling video games.
That's because it's existed in like everything that's ever released.
Yeah.
That's just it. It's just released on everything that's ever released ever since it was first released.
Specifically, what I find funny is that the most popular release of Tetris is the Game Boy version.
Yeah, because didn't most Game Boys come packed with Tetris?
Yes. Oh, that was a bad
Yeah, you
move.
fucked up immediately. You might as well restart.
No, it's cool. I used to be
It's cool.
a like Tetris championship player. Like I'd go to most of these like Tetris championships.
That's crazy.
And like I'd compete under the pseudonym not Block. Oh, it's been a long time. I think I went under the name of something like Block Guy or like Block Dude.
Yeah, I think you fucked up here. Hate to break it to you, but you might have fucked up here.
No, it's cool. It is so cool.
I don't think it's cool.
Anyway, another story time. Tetris, as a kid, I never really liked playing Tetris. Because I was so used to games like Call of Duty, like God of War. I was so used to having like these high octane like packages that I never really had time to sit down and enjoy Tetris. And then one day, my dad got it for me. And it's like, he was like, oh yeah, this game, like, it helps you build memory. Like, your memory gets stronger playing this. And
And that doesn't mean you're good at it.
no, that's not
Apparently
good
your
at it.
memory is ass.
He was like, oh, it's like, it helps you so much with learning. And I remember sitting there like, why would this help me with my learning? And like, oh, I messed that up instantly. I meant to go right.
You need to find some way to fix this error that you've instantly caused. You fucked up so bad it interrupted story time.
But yeah, no. I was sitting there and I was like, how can this game improve my like memory? It's a game. Games don't necessarily like improve your memory. And like
hasn't that been immediately disproven that games actually do help improve memory?
they help improve a lot of things like social skills.
Hand-eye coordination.
But like as a kid, you don't know any of that. You just kind of see video games as like these things
those
that
things on those other things that your mom has in her room sometimes that you can just play on, and there's funny Italian guy on it.
Yeah, but like I always like as a kid, I viewed games as like just forms of entertainment that really didn't have an effect on people.
Really, you just got the Waz take right there.
Yeah, like when Scott said that he saw games as a hobby, I kind of sat there. I was like, yeah, that's what I used to think as a kid.
Me too.
It was like, yeah, I used to think that as a kid as well. But I didn't think of it as a hobby. I thought of it as like a
pastime.
No, like a form of entertainment that like.
Isn't that's exactly what it is?
Yeah.
Gaming is a form of entertainment. It just so.
But like I happen to like I viewed it as like entertainment that could only be seen without educational value.
Like it just existed.
Like, god damn it. Tetris
kinda sucks.
It's not Tetris that sucks, it's me that sucks.
You kinda suck. Apparently you can, I was about to say, apparently you can only choose between A, B, and C. Anyways, guys, challenge, beat Evan's score.
Beat my score, yeah, of 771.
771.
If you beat
New challenge for the server.
If you beat it, you can appear in one of our videos, free of charge.
No, you won't.
You can punch Lucas in the face if you beat this high score. But yeah, no. Story time, yeah, like back to story time. So I ended up playing this, just like randomly one day, because I was bored. And I lost track of the time. So much so that my grandma comes downstairs and she's like, Evan, it's dinner time. And I'm like, what? Isn't it like only like 4 o'clock? And she's like, no, it's 8. I played Tetris for 4 hours that night and I didn't even realize it. Moral of the story. This game is very, very addicting.
Oh, you saw that in media slide.
But yeah, nowadays, like, Tetris, I still see it as, like, just like a little bit of a time waster.
Something you can just put on to just, like, spend a couple hours.
Oh, that was a bad idea. I can recover from that.
Yeah, you can easily recover from that if you have, like, the perfect, like, the good blocks. You need to try to get one of those vertical ones. You know, there goes that opportunity.
No, watch.
Oh shit, hold up, no. Hold up. Hold up, calm down, Jamal, don't pull up the 9. Wait, no, you... Yeah, right there. I am backseat Tetrising so hard right now.
God. Wasn't Tetris... I remember seeing all these things about people not liking Tetris because it was, like, made by Germans. And it's like, okay, and?
Okay, video gaming didn't exist until, like 30 years after the war.
Yeah, that was...
Were people still, like... I mean, to be fair, I'm saying this, like, 6 million, like... in the Jewish population alone, 6 million people died. Rest in peace to those who died and all, but, like... Surely you can't think that bad about a person 4 years after, like 3 decades after something happens.
Oh, what? You could do that?
Yeah.
You could have different Tetris slides on...
Yes, you can.
I thought they had to be stacked.
Nope.
Why am I just figuring out about this?
You just figured this out, like, how many years after?
I got it when I was, like, 5, so...
So, like, 11 years later?
Oh, you're joking.
Well, not 11. Oh, yeah, 11. You found that out 11 years later.
5. You know what? We're gonna go with 5.
You're gonna go on, dude. You get to see this, man. I didn't even realize if you look top left, you get to see like the button presses.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of cool.
Oh, that was a bad move.
Yeah. Level 5 Tetris, man. This is harder than it looks.
Especially with somebody of my brain power.
Dude. You know what I played more than I had Tetris, but you know what I played more than Tetris?
What did you play more than Tetris?
Dr. Mario. For
Dr.
the Game specifically the Game Boy Color version of Dr. Mario.
God, I remember seeing Dr. Mario as kind of just Nintendo's Tetris.
It's crazy thinking that like when I was a kid, I like had the Game Boy Advance and it was like, yeah, this is just something that I had when it was like easily 20, like almost like a decade, almost like half a decade older than I was.
Yeah, here's the funny
thing.
It
was a glorified hand-me-down.
Here's the thing. I grew up with like the Nintendo DS Lite. I had a pink one that I always used. So when I got my Game Boy Advance, I was like, oh, this is just like my DS, right, Dad? And he's like, no.
It is not like your DS.
I mean, it has a screen, but it doesn't have 2.
It has a screen, it doesn't have 2. You technically got a downgrade.
And I remember...
Wait, was it... The DS Lite, wasn't that the first DS that, like, stopped having the Game Boy cartridge? Or was it the DSi?
I think it was a DSi.
So the DS Lite... Did DS Lite come out before or after the DSi?
Before.
So technically speaking...
Because the DS Lite was just the slim model for the...
Okay, yeah, so yeah, you were still able to play Game Boy games on the DS.
Yeah.
The hot take, they should bring back, for some reason, give the Nintendo Switch a Game Boy Advance port.
Yes. That would be really, really funny.
As an April Fool's drop, they released the Game Boy Advance port for the Nintendo Switch.
Well, they don't really need to do that now.
Well, yeah, I'm guaranteed the Game Boy
this year, like
the Game Boy itself has like an NS Online app.
Yeah, same with the Game Boy Advance.
It does? Oh yeah, it does. I'm tweaking.
That's why I was like, oh, why did you say you want like the Game Boy Advance?
Because there was the GBA port on the DS. They should make one final DS where it can be compatible with all the portable games, excluding the Switch.
A DS that could play Switch games would be kinda cool, not gonna lie.
Yeah, but that's the thing, the Switch is already considered a portable as well as a home console, so that's why it's like...
But if I were gonna say, isn't the Switch already a glorified DS?
It is it not? It has 2 screens, TV and handheld.
Yeah, but are you coactively using both screens?
It could.
That's like saying that the Wii U is a glorified DS.
Actually, some games use both the screens differently.
Well, I keep forgetting. I say that, oh, the Wii U is just a glorified DS. I didn't forget that DS games were on Wii U.
Yeah, and Wii U and like Smash Bros for Wii U, Smash Bros for 3DS. They were the exact same games, but yet you could technically have 4 screens.
No, they weren't the exact same. There was some difference.
There were some differences, like the world, like the stage builder wasn't on the DS version. Some maps weren't on the DS version, which kind of sucked. Some of my favorite maps on the Wii U version were not on the 3DS version. I don't remember what they were called, but I know
But obviously they didn't matter.
They didn't like. Well, it's because they're not. I don't think they're on Ultimate either.
Well, fuck.
You might have cooked yourself there. Oh, you could have saved yourself.
Oh, I could have.
You could have. You have to like somehow. No, it's GG's.
Oh my god. Bro, come on. Well.
R.I.P.
So that's gonna be it for this 3-in-1 special.
Yay.
If you want to see more, like, comment, and subscribe. And I probably will do more of these.
Eventually.
I have so many games that I want to play in a 3-in-1 combo pack. That, like, my goodness. Well, I'll see you all after. Have yourselves a good night, day, afternoon, evening, whatever.
If I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
Yes.
Thank you,
Thank
Truman.
you and goodbye.